Good to go? Are you ready to go? My God. The September 28th, 2022 meeting of the Recreation Education Committee will now come to order. Will the clerk please call the roll?
Chairman Alcoffer.
Here.
Chairman Alcoffer is present. Mr. Baines. Mr. Baines is present. Mr. McCabe. Present. Mr. McCabe is present. Ms. Vasquez Simmons. Here. Ms. Vasquez Simmons is present, and Mr. Hebert.
Here. Okay. Is there anyone signed up for the public forum?
There is not.
Okay. The next item on the agenda is approval of minutes. You have the July 26, 2022 minutes before you. They will stand approved unless the clerk is notified of any changes by the end of the day. New business. The next item on the agenda is new business. Mr. Clerk.
22-0288, amend Resolution 144 of 2011 as amended by Resolution 313 of 2020 and Resolution 427 of 2021 to extend the license agreement with the Lilac Festival, Inc. to produce the Lilac Festival in Highland Park.
Moved by Legislator Hebert. Second
McCabe moved.
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you. Oh, okay. I got my hearing aid here. Okay. Did you get that?
Yep.
Okay. All those in favor, please signify by saying, what was that again? Oh, discussion? Go ahead. Legislator Hebert.
Successes of the previous contract, please.
Through the chairman, can I have the question again, please? This is Pat Meredith, Director of Parks.
Sure. Through you, Mr. Chairman. Again, since the administration is proposing a renewal of this or an extension of this, I'm assuming that you considered it a success. I'd like to know what some of the highlights of the successes were and if there were any issues associated with the previous contract.
Through the chair, the Lilac Fest, Inc. is a vehicle by which the county, city, Visit Rochester, Inc. coordinate and ultimately shape and approve the conditions for the promoter of Lilac Festival to operate under. The group makes sure that each group is in lockstep with each other and make sure that things such as law enforcement, road closures and restrictions, security, and schedule are planned accordingly with stakeholder input. Lilac Fest, Inc. is the go-between for the city and the county with the promoter. The Lilac Festival has been very successful over the last number of years using multi-year extensions, if you will. The promoter, any promoter that does this does better with multi-year agreements than with one-year agreements getting sponsors to come on board through the chair.
Thank you. Through you, Mr. Chairman. A follow-up question. I appreciate your answer, but once again, you said it was very successful without stating why. Could you say specifically why you feel it was successful? Or is it just the standard things you mentioned as you went along there?
Through the chair, the Lilac Festival, Inc. is a standing board that has organized this for many, many years. I don't see why, I'm not sure why we would want to do anything different at this point since we have had success. Through the chair.
I quite frankly Through you, Mr. Chairman, quite frankly, I don't consider your answer an answer to why it's successful. You say it's successful, you feel it's successful, but usually there's some metrics or something, so let me try something a little different. Through the chair again, what are the expenses to the county? What are the revenues to the county? How have they changed over the past term of the past contract?
Through the chair, the revenues are on average about $30,000 for each event. We will be receiving the audit and the revenues for this year, earlier this year's event in the next few weeks. So it's a successful event. We also will be looking to go, looking at whether or not the 3 weekends, which we've done the last 3 years, has been a benefit, or going back to the traditional 2 weekends with the week between. And make sure that all the stakeholders are on board with that program.
Through you, Mr. Chairman, could I request then that for the term of the last contract, you provide to us before the next before the next legislative meeting, expenses to the county, including personnel time, as well as revenues to the counties specifically?
Yes, we can provide a breakdown for you before the next full ledge meeting.
Okay, and also
Chair.
through you, Mr. Chairman, if possible, if you could get specific on why you feel it's successful, I would like that in writing as well. Thank you.
We will do that. Thank you.
To the administration, I had a couple of questions. Do you have the approximate attendance for the duration of the Lilac Festival last year? And also, was there any cancellation because of weather per day?
To the chair, we approximate there was 500,000 people there last year, which is roughly the maximum attendance that we've had in previous years, other than the year that was canceled and the 2 following COVID years that we had.
Thank you. Anyone else have any questions regarding the Lilac Festival? Legislator Baines? Okay.
You're welcome.
Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Are there any other matters to come before this committee? Hearing none, there be no other matters. The September 28th, 2022 meeting of the Recreation Education Committee stands adjourned. The next meeting of the Recreation Education Committee will be held on October 24th, 2022 at 6 p.m. Thank you. Thank you, Chair.